And more than enough gamma root. Well, I'm at this station. I need to check if I can buy some platinum. Do. Alright. He should be on the side that has that. Yep, that's the trade terminal. Null wished for me to visit the Viking and learn what I could of the Atlas, the creator of all universes, the Sentinels, rebellious hunters of anomalies, and the travelers who committed some unforgivable act long ago. Gra, you have communed with Herc. You are a worthy interloper. Make your request. Be bold. Do not speak that name. Only pathetic beings worship liar Atlas. Interloper, progenitor Herc knew this well. Battle, brother Null did not. They died for a false dream. Korvax slaves and tyrannous empires. The Vikings suggest that if the Atlas is a god, then it is insane. I'm about to leave when I notice something on the Vikings terminal. 2 digits blinking endlessly. They feels familiar. What? Interloper, what face art is visibly pained by my mention of the number, staring at their terminal as if they have seen it for the first time. Their words slur a strange sound entering every sentence. What? Am I breaking the Matrix? Hey, Platinum. Hot dang. Biometal plating, because I know I'll need it for the hydroponics. Excuse me. Ship, sublight, platinum. Alright. That helps. Okay, where do we need to go for patterns in time now? Wait. Oh, okay. With Nada. Some on the anomaly. looks like now that this went multi-platform... Yeah, look at that. They actually have it marked who's on what platform. Okay, that's actually pretty neat. Hopefully that means that other companies will start following suit here. Because as much as I'm not big on multiplayer, I think it'd be a great thing for multiplayer games to be cross-platform. Playable. Life is everywhere but nowhere. The Convergence has seen all planets, but where are they really? Where is home? Where is safe? This is a pattern, traveler friend. All things are patterns, signs of the Atlas falsity. Missing entity speaks to many others, many travelers. Such has it always been. Sorry dude, I'm in the middle of something. I don't like that it interrupted me on that. Cannot witness falsity, but others in our small convergence. Now it does not. Speak with Polo aboard the... Okay. Gekko always competitive, always squabble. It is not personal. My person is not rejected, but Nada, poor Nada suffers. Their kind expect harmony, unity. Nada sees in a way they do not see, and so they reject poor Nada. Convergence was bought at a great cost. They will fight to maintain it. Anomalies are cast aside, the unnecessary sacrifice. I just talked to a dude on the space station. Oh, a Korvax, not a Viking. That's the difference. Let's see. Foundation. Large glass panel. Holodoor access ramp. Climb ladder. Cylindrical room frame. Huh. Bizarre. Straight corridor. Actually, what I should do... take that teleporter back to base and plant a gamma weed. I also need to build some more solar panels here shortly. Excuse me. My base. Hige. Warp. Back pop. There we go. Now, tech. Power and industry. Power. I need some more chromatic metal for that. Oh, and more metal plating. Alright, let me get this taken care of first. Yep, don't run into the wing. Okay. Specialist farming hydroponic. I need one more metal plating for that. There we go. Now, gamma weed. There we go. Sell. Gamma root. And uranium. I need more chromatic metal, and I need some metal plating. Solar.
Toxic protection falling.
Oh, chromatic metal. I stored my copper, so let's grab this. Hello, little dude. Oh. Hit the right buttons here. Technology, no, exosuit, technology, refiner. Copper. Begin. Go for 150 right now. That should be good. $30, 40, 50. Okay. There. you. You. To you. You. To you. Got a couple of batteries. Alright. And see, this is the other thing that I had to build for the Exocraft summoning the station. Alright, so that takes care of power needs for now. We have to wait for the gamma root to grow to be able to harvest that. Icarus fuel system. I need storm crystals for that. That's for the exocrafts. Actually, that's a good point. While we're here, grab this, move him towards the door. And turn around. Okay. Talk to our technician up here. We have limited resources. We can only charge this ley line so many times before it destroys us. So go, hurry before the testament vanishes. Accept. Monolith detected. Okay, where is it? Over here. Let's go, go, go. See, I think I need to switch. Oh. Kinda wish that the booster would last longer. Woohoo! That was a heck of a jump. Oh, leave me alone, Sentinel. Just about there. Here it is. Okay. Uh-oh. And we're starting to run into my sun problem again. I approach. I am engulfed in its terrible truth. I see its words in the text of 1,000 tongues and the ephemera of countless stars. Know that I heard the word of the Atlas where Herc had heard nothing. I witness events that occurred millennia before my awakening. I see two Vikings standing before a red glow, asking it of the universe. In their rage and their impotent jealousy, Herc struck me from the mountain, and I saw the truth of what the monolith had said. That my end would be an awakening, that in this dream nothing should perish. I see a Gek and a Korvax waiting side by side before me, and before the vision ends, I see a vision of something I have not seen before, of something that does not belong in this or any place, of hatred, grief, despair, of something that is yet to come. Or so it would be until the coming of the last traveler. So it would be until the destruction of realities. Know this, the final testament of Null. I see the end of time, the end of all things, and in that crimson light there is a figure, its hand held out before eternity. I see all this, and then it is over. The The monolith has nothing more to show me. I leave, shaken by my experience. As I go, I feel something right behind me, breathing, watching. When I turn, it is gone. Oh boy. Well, that was odd. Hello, Sentinel. Oh, I found some crystals. Superoxide, destabilized sodium, carbon crystal, carbon crystal. Whoa. What are you talking about? Yeah, I know. That's something that's gonna be that I gotta work on. Cobalt. Okay, let him know. I envy you, traveler, to see the words of Null itself. Grah! With this discovery, you have vindicated the actions of 1,000 martyrs, traveler. You deserve your reward. You deserve the Colossus, which I already have. The largest exocraft in my arsenal. Use it and strike terror upon our enemies. Believe that their ancestor Herc received wisdom from a great monolith, initiating war against the Sentinels and slaying Null the Objector. The monolith I discovered proves that that this history is a lie. Null was honored with a vision, whilst Herc had been met with only silence. And in their jealousy, Herc murdered Null. Yet I am left with questions. I am left thinking of the creature I felt watching me. I am left with dread. Offers me the Colossus Geobase schematic, which is already built. Their eyes beam with pride and sadness. Yep, I already built it. I have transmitted Null's testament to my brethren, traveler. What you have learned this day will spread amongst the Viking. It will change our people for the better, Grah. And if violence is required for change, so be it. As for you, you are not as pathetic as I once believed. You are no longer interloper. You are one of us, now until the end of time itself, enthroned in the glory of the Colossus. The technician waits anxiously to see my exocraft in its full glory. I watch as they begin to forge an upgrade for my mining laser. Agree to build it, which I already did. They say Herc and Null rode one together before their end. Wait for it to update. Have you constructed the Colossus Geobay? Have you struck terror into the hearts of all those who oppose you? Grah, a careful answer. You must strike terror if you are to succeed in life. You will subjugate this world with the power of the Colossus. Here's an exocraft vehicle laser upgrade to assist with the task. Excuse me. Pretty sure that's something I already had. I've almost exhausted the limits of my work, but soon you shall have mastery of this planet's signals and the speed with which to reach any threat. I require only sufficient nanite clusters to build the final blueprints. I'm sure I already have that. Some time ago, I saw the Viking with an image of their family before they performed some ritual to erase such attachments from their mind. As I approach now, I see that same image. The technician stares at it, blinking for a few moments with an empty expression. When they notice me, they remove the photograph from the display. We do not speak of it again. I do not wish to awaken their pain. Okay, agree to the request. As I said before, be careful in those abandoned buildings, traveler. Do not lose yourself in the hunt. I don't need to, because I've already got nanite clusters. Return. Do you have the clusters? Give them to me, please. Handshake. It is then that I notice the blueprint is already waiting on the technician's terminal. They require these clusters for some alternative purpose. They are desperate for the substance, refusing to hand over the blueprints without them. Greedily turning to imbibe them. Whatever effect this matter has upon the alien, it appears to calm their movements considerably. Sated, they offer me the blueprints. Signal booster Tau. The nanite clusters. Their purpose is commonly misunderstood. They form the backbone of much technology, but they are not just machines. They can alter hearts, alter minds, even allow us to forget that which we cannot bear. Oh boy. An acceleration module upgrade for my Nomad exocraft once I have constructed its geobay, which I already have. Does my work mean so little that you tarry like this? Go, build the geobay. Shown me purposes, secrets I didn't know existed. They have shown me the promise of a different future, of a time of strife and glory. Has struggled their entire life. Okay, come on. Okay, there's an update that we needed. Our work is almost concluded, but every end is a beginning. I am too weak to travel as I once did. Too tired to continue my pilgrimage. With your leave, I shall remain here to stand by your side against your enemies. Woe betide those who would transgress against us. Offers me the final acceleration module. It has been a pleasure working with you, traveler. Return when you are ready. I have a proposition for you, a lucrative and repeatable venture. I have detected a location of monetary interest. Go, that you may hone your control of the exocraft. Track the signal down before it disappears so that we may siphon its units. Be able to transfer the units to my account. They spend their days doing this now, tending to the exocraft and drawing data from the planet networks. Okay. Content with this retirement, engaging in fugitive activity for the pleasure of the chase, no longer for the necessity of survival. It is a game we can repeat. One last heist after one last heist.